Hi, I'm Logan Kulo, and I'm your host for College Kids Cars. This week we're here with Nicholas Groen and his 2002 Jeep Wrangler. All right, Nick, so tell me a little bit about the Jeep.
I picked it up at a junkyard for really cheap, and it ran and drove rough when I got it, but it moved, so it was worth putting the money into.
What did you do to get it on the road? I see you put new lights on it. These look like fairly new tires.
Yeah, the tires are new. I got new headlights, tail lights, and fog lights. And then I also custom hacked my bumper for better off-road capabilities.
What does that entail? Why does that help?
All it does is open up the space in front of the tires so that you're hitting your tire on whatever's in front of you instead of your bumper.
All right, so I noticed you have some stickers on your vehicle. Would you mind explaining a few of them?
My mom made this for me because my dad is in the law enforcement. I got this one because this is a manual vehicle, and then I got stickers from some places that I visited, and then my Ferris state sticker, because go dogs. I'd like to fill it with stickers from all the places I've taken the Jeep. So right now there's just Charlevoix and Center Lake on there, but eventually I'd like to get more.
It'll be awesome. I think that'll be a good way to remember where you've been. So have you done anything to the interior of the vehicle?
Inside the vehicle, I pulled all the carpeting out. It sees a lot of water, and all the carpet was doing was holding the moisture in, and it caused a lot of issues with rust. And I bought new floor mats, I got a steering wheel cover, I installed a new car radio, the AM and FM one, and then I put in an aircraft control radio and a CB radio.
Why do you have a CB radio and the aircraft radio in the vehicle?
The CB radio is for long drives home and on the trail. It's really hard to communicate, getting in and out of the car, pulling up next to the person you're riding with. If people have CB radios, it's really easy to just hop on the radio and ask a question or call things out on the trail. And then the aircraft radio is because I'm in the process of getting my private pilot's license right now.
Well, Nick, let's take your top off and get dirty.
Hell yeah.
So Nick, this thing rides pretty good for being pretty much completely stock.
It rides pretty good for stock, but it could use a little in the market of shocks and coils to maybe ride a little nicer. There's nothing to complain about compared to other cars.
Yeah, it definitely goes through a lot of stuff for being stock, that's for sure. I've seen videos of you hit mud holes and some of the little riding we did there. It really goes. So on the ride, you were telling me that you've done quite a few repairs to this thing.
There's a brand new transmission, transfer case, bell housing, both new drive shafts, all new U-joints, a new steer gear, new power steering pump, new alternator, new tensioner pulley, new belts, new tubes, new spark plugs. She's kind of seen a little bit of work, but it's definitely been a lot less than buying one in perfect condition.
Yeah, that's for sure. These things I've seen upwards of 10 grand if they got a few mods to them because they're so good off-road.
Exactly, and for the price I got this thing for, you can't beat it.
Yeah, that's for sure. Come back next week for another episode of College Kids Cars.